What is going on, everybody? I'm Dr. Luigi, and this is an update video. So, today I'm updating the UNU Parts Pack and the BlackThorne Civilian Pack for MTS. This is for MTS version 15, so adding a bunch of new features to coincide with that. I should have probably released this a couple weeks ago, but I kept coming up with ideas, and I wanted to add them to the pack, so this is actually a really cool update. So if you're on the UNU Discord, you've probably seen a few of these vehicles. There are 3 vehicles that I have kept secret from the Discord until now, and they all 3 add really neat new features, except, well, one of them was going to have a new feature, but sadly I couldn't abuse the MTS functionality much. So one of the 3 secret vehicles is not super amazing as I hoped. I'll try to get that feature maybe in the future, but let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So all of the UNU parts that are added are mostly just facilitating some of the new vehicles that I added. So large wheels, skids, and you'll see all that when we get to it. The only new part that doesn't facilitate with the update and all the new vehicles that I added is this Prager University bumper sticker submitted by Connie. So cool bumper sticker. I thought that was really funny. So that got added in. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'll talk about the new UNU parts as we use them in vehicles. So one of the biggest new things, well, not really big as in adding new features, but just making the mod more usable, is actually the description inside the civilian pack. So now the parts that you need, before they're all kind of listed, and I didn't know how to do a line break, and so it was kind of hard to read. So now it's been reformatted, so there's nice line breaks, so you can see, standard wheel, V8 engine, standard seat, and all the names are from the technical names. So for the UNU parts, there's there's the name, which is like for example the bus seat, but that's technically seat B1. So I removed the technical references that are in the shaded brackets, and it's easier just to read. So yeah, compact wheel, H6 seat, budget seat. So now, if you're ever confused about what parts your UNU car needs, just simply look at it in the description. Super easy to read. They're all up to date, so I double checked all of them. And you may have seen some of the neat new vehicles in there, so let's just jump into the new vehicles. So before jumping into the new vehicles, 2 vehicles got updates. One of which being, of course, the Zeppelin, the Hindenburg, the UNU Airwell. Those are my mini names. But I added a few hitboxes to the walkway inside, so this is eventually going to be the passenger compartment. That still needs updating. I didn't quite get the hitboxes right on the ladder here. I need to scooch them out a bit because there's a little bit of clearance issues. But then you can walk around in this, and MTS added my airship code. Don Bruce sort of fixed it up. So in this update, this is an actual airship. So it works just like if you were a Patreon and you had my airship code. So it works totally fine. And then the aptly named UNU cord, the UNU Swift, also got an update. So I added a bunch of hitboxes for the wings because I made some code that can help auto-generate hitboxes, making it a lot easier. So all these hitboxes took a lot less time for me to add than normal, so I was able to add a lot more. The landing gear has been downsized a bit, so it's not as insane as it used to be. It's a little more closer to the ground. I think it looks a little cooler. I also changed some MTS code so that, and I've submitted a pull request. I'm pretty sure Don's going to add it. So if you place a wheel down here, it doesn't jump in the air and then explode on landing. It just jumps up a little bit. So optimize some MTS code there. And then got the interior all nice and done. So you have nice wood paneling. The back section here doesn't have seats, just because I don't think you're going to need that many seats, and there's no point in adding a bunch of lag when you already got plenty of seats up here to fill up. If I need to add more sections, obviously I can. It's just a matter of copy and paste. But I've figured, most people are going to sit up here anyway. So this adds one of the new features that was implemented in UNU a little while back, and that is seat belts. So rather than placing in every single seat, on airlines where you have, a couple hundred seats, that gets to be a pain. So for airlines, in cooperation with Golden Airport Pack, we have implemented a new system for airlines specifically, and that is this seat belt item. So if you want to sit in a seat, all you have to do is you place a seat belt on it, and then you can see it has a seat belt, and then you can sit in it, making it just a lot easier and more aesthetically pleasing. Just so you don't have to have a shitload of seats you have to put in, and the whole plane looks empty until you do. So this is perfect because most servers, maybe have 20 people on an airplane tops. Most I've ever had an airplane is 3. So you don't have to worry about crafting all of these seats just to get your plane to look halfway decent. And of course, the seat belts have the UNU logo. So that's enough about the old vehicles. Let's jump into the new ones. Alright, so the first new vehicle is pretty anticlimactic. I just added a pickup truck. So people have wanted just a normal UNU pickup truck for a while. I guess they're not fans of the Ferret, the cab forward pickup. So I'll go ahead and grab one of those just so we can compare them side by side. Compact wheel. There we go. And so this is the UNU Ferret. Personally, this is my favorite truck, but people, sometimes don't like the cab forward design and they just want a more traditional truck. So I made this, and I actually made this because of another vehicle I wanted to make. And I figured having a solid pickup truck with base would be good. You can put some crates in the back. Pretty standard single cab truck. I might add a crew cab. Personally, I've never been a fan of crew cabs, so we'll see what happens with that. And of course, doors, hood all open, just, like normal. So that new vehicle I wanted to add is actually this tow truck. So MTS added trailer code, and because of that, I can make a tow truck. So I wanted to make this. And so to make this, it made sense to just first make a normal pickup truck. So this is basically a pickup truck with a different back on it, and both of these trucks come in 4 colors. The colors are not the same, just some of them are shared. So yeah, this is the tow truck, and it has some emergency lights just to, for hazard. So we'll go ahead and get this started up. And so the way the tow truck works, actually, I should probably turn off all the boxes. Is obviously you could tow in the back, and so if you want to tow a vehicle, simply back up to its front bumper and press G. And so now you're towing a vehicle, and it's really that simple. And then when you're done towing the vehicle, you just make sure to stop and press G. And then sometimes the vehicle likes to drift, so just make sure it's in neutral, hit the brakes because of the momentum there. And this works with all of my old vehicles, so every vehicle in the BlackThorne civilian pack can be towed, and as I update the rest of my packs, they'll all be towable as well. So if you want, you kind of launch them into, crash into there, kind of launch them into stuff. So yeah, and all these vehicles can be towed, even the shitbox, so it's a really neat, cool new feature as a result of the trailer update that Don Bruce added. So I'm sure this will see a lot of use in cities. Yeah, so I think it came out really well. I'm really pleased with this model. So yeah, tow all of your vehicles. Hopefully, Trin and other vehicle makers in the future will expand upon this and add make their own vehicles towable. And how to where to put the tow position on cars will be added to the modeling convention. All right, so the next vehicle added is just a Limo. It's just a modification of my Chancellor. Just basically added a 2-block stretch to the middle with some tinted glass. So nothing super exciting there. All the parts are the same as the Chancellor, just made it a little longer. I think you put seats right here, but yeah, nice interior. I also updated the interior of the Chancellor, so it used to not have these door panels. So I added door panels to both the normal Chancellor and the Limo. And then, the truck has door panels as well. Because the truck is technically a mid-tier, even though it has budget seats. Alright, so let's move on to start getting onto the meat and potatoes of this update. So the tow truck is really cool, and I think this tractor is pretty neat too. So People have been asking for a tractor for a while. MTS really needs something like this. There's just not farm equipment or anything. So, your wheat fields, tractor's perfect place, perfect tool to use. You might notice a trailer hitch there, and we'll get to that in the trailer section. But yeah, so the tractor takes an H6 engine and adds these new huge truck wheels to the UNU pack. But yeah, it's pretty much just a straight up tractor, respectable, useful, not that pretty, but just an honest, good tractor. I think every farm needs one. All right, so this is a pretty neat little thing. So I added the scooter, the Vespa type deal, and so this is a snowmobile. It's pretty small, so it's you're not going to go off roading or anything in this thing, but yeah, has treads, has skids, just a honest to good snowmobile. It's pretty cool. These skids are a new item for UNU parts. This tread is in the BlackThorne civilian pack. So every time a vehicle mine adds treads, because the treads are specific to the vehicle, the treads will be in that vehicle pack, just like the tank and the missile launcher and the half-track treads and all the other treads I've made. So yeah, now you got a nice little snowmobile. Got a nice light on the front and everything. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. Yeah, I mean, MTS doesn't. I don't know if there's even a snowmobile in Minecraft yet. Maybe someone made one for Flans mod, but as far as I know, this is definitely the first snowmobile in MTS. Probably, maybe even in Minecraft. Don't quote me on that one though. But yeah, it's a neat little vehicle. All right, so then this is a vehicle that I didn't share on the UNU Discord until now in this video post, but this is a forklift. Now I was going to try to make a pallet system to where you can lift and move pallets, and that's why I kept this a secret. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. The pallet just kind of spins and rotates, so I'm going to be looking into that in the future. But for now, it's just a forklift. Back wheels turn, of course, so you get that nice, tight turning radius, maneuverability that's unique to forklifts. But yeah, it's just a forklift. Comes in 4 colors, just like every other vehicle I've showed so far. But yeah, just a nice little forklift. Can't move pallets around, unfortunately. The pallet system idea didn't work, but we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully, I can make that work. But for now, just a nice little forklift, perfect for indoors. It's meant for warehouses because it's pretty small. No headlights, none of that stuff. So just an honest to good classic forklift. All right, so that is all of the main vehicles. So there are 2 more vehicles that I'm saving till the very end because they're very cool. So make sure to watch it till the end. But let me just check my schedule here. The MTS added an entirely new system for trailers. So I am going to show that off. So first off, we're going to need to get the old burrow, the truck. So get the dual wheel. There we go. And get a burrow. And so the burrow does come in BlackThorne Blue and Moonspire. Personally, I like the Moonspire paint job better. It really just has a better texture scheme than I do. I need to figure out something more interesting than just blue. So yeah, we'll get this truck all equipped and start demonstrating the trailers. So I added trailers using a janky system a while back, but this update updates all of my trailers to the MTS trailer system. Except my BlackThorne military pack is not updated yet. This will update soon. It only has a few trailers anyway. So there are 2 hitch types that I've created that hopefully are standardized, and these are mirrored across all the trailers. So there are currently 4 trailers in the civilian pack. There's the short trailer. I'm gonna need another wheel. So these are the short trailers. I don't know what they're actually called, like half trailer or something. Then there's the full-size trailer. And these are all semi-truck trailers. Civilian trailers are coming soon. Campers, U-Hauls, things like that. But for now, we're focusing on truck trailers. And then there's also the tank trailer and the log trailer. So I'm not going to show those off because they're just simple trailers, and you've seen them before. And so the way trailers work is just like the towing system, because the towing system is technically a trailer. So start your car and you drive up, and so this trailer type is fifth wheel, and you just drive up. You press G, and you have some trailers. Now, unfortunately, the code is a little bit buggy, so it does jump around, but that is working on being fixed. So yeah, you can just tow trailers and drop them off. Then you can tow another trailer if you want. Hit reverse, not forward. So yeah, you can just tow trailers around. Pretty neat. But there's actually another system for trailers beyond, well, not another system, but you can actually go beyond just towing a simple trailer. To do that, I'm going to do this. But before I get into the other trailer types and the really fun stuff you can do with it, there are two other trailers that are added to the UNU parts pack, and that's these container trailers. And so I added these to the UNU parts pack just because the UNU parts pack has the containers, and I think a lot of people will be able to use this. It doesn't have any branding. I mean, aside from the coloring, you wouldn't even know it's UNU. Well, aside from the coloring and its unmistakable quality modeling. But, yeah, so it's not an UNU logo on this. There's just the colors. But these are exactly what they sound like. If you're familiar with the cargo truck, like the container truck I made, these are trailers that can hold cargo containers. So you can put one cargo container on there, and then this one can hold two cargo containers. Now I'm not making large containers that are basically double long. This is the standard size UNU BlackThorne Moonspire cargo container. So this is all you get. This is the ones that go on the trains, on the trucks, everything. So we have all these cool trailers, and tow them on trucks. But there's a lot more that you can do. You might notice these hooks. So this is a fifth wheel trailer type, and this can attach to basically what we all think of tractor trailers. This is the ring type, and this is where these other little trailer things come in. And these are trailer dollies, and so there's a single and a double, and these are both in the UNU parts pack. So we have these two dollies. And you might already be getting ahead of me, and you might know exactly what these do. So in order to use these dollies and trailers that they hook to, you need to place a seat on these. Now, Don Bruce will hopefully add a part that allows you to hitch trailers together, but currently the only way to hitch a trailer to another trailer is to sit in the trailer and hitch it from inside. So you have to press G in order to link trailers, and in order to do that, you have to be sitting in the trailer. So, to help make this job a little easier, we're going to go ahead and get this tractor. So you may have noticed the hitch on the tractor. That is because the tractor has the ring trailer part type as well. So the tractor becomes extremely useful in hooking up a bunch of trailers. So we'll go ahead and bring this over, and we'll start making a daisy train of trailers, or road train, whatever they're called. Daisy chain, road train, all that stuff. So you just sort of line it up where it needs to be, and then you sit on the dolly and press G again. And so now we've got this trailer is entirely independent. Now, I think the cargo container ones, because it's so short, are super cute. So yeah, this is turning into a tutorial. Okay, I'm going to cut off the tutorial. I'm going to make an entire tutorial on how to use MTS and trailer stuff. So I'm going to stop being in tutorial mode and just use this to show off some MTS stuff. So yeah, you can tow this all around, and that's really neat. But then you can also bring this up to another trailer. And so currently the trailers that have the hook types are just these box trailers and the cargo trailers, but I will be adding this ability to the tank trailers as well, and maybe even the log trailer. Dang it, now it's drifting away. Okay, come on. There we go. So then you can chink like that. And it is a bit finagly just because you do have to put the seat in there. once Don adds the tool, it'll become a lot easier. So you can back up and link this trailer. Now you've got a road train. And so because before I had the double trailers, but they were separate parts because I had to rotate them. Now these can be the same part, so you can make very long trains of trucks. And so I'm not going to do that now because it takes a while, but you can, and the trailer code's really good, so it just doesn't tangle. But yeah, you can make really long trains of trailers. And so when you're using the long trailer, to be realistic and aesthetic, you should use the double dolly. And then when you're doing single trailers, use the single dolly. They're fully backwards compatible, so you can use whichever one you really want. But yeah, so this is just a bunch of pictures of, I know this is some testing, but yeah. So you can have these giant road trains. They're super cool. So yeah, I highly recommend checking that out and just doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, I've wasted a couple hours just making gigantic trailer trains. So I think that's everything except for the final two surprise vehicles. So there are two more vehicles that make use of the new features added in MTS. So this video is running a bit long, so hopefully you stay tuned up until this point, because this is pretty neat. So the first one is, so we're going to need this, and this. The first one is this fire truck. So this comes in red and yellow, and you can see it's a ladder truck, so there's two parts. And so you might just be thinking, okay, this is a trailer. You already showed this, and yeah, in some parts that's true. So let's just get all this hooked up. One cool thing is this is a crew cab, so it's funny that I mentioned that I don't like crew cabs, but it's kind of necessary for this fire truck. So let's go ahead and link everything up. Alright, there we go. So we got the trailer on the truck. Okay, super cool. What's the big deal? Why is this so exciting? And of course, you could put sirens on it. Well, it's so exciting because you can put a seat on the back, and you can steer the trailer. Now, this gets pretty jank because of the bounciness, but you can actually completely steer the trailer. It works exactly how you would expect. It's a bit hard to see when you're going slow. And of course, this only works if you have one person driving and another person sitting on the trailer. But yeah, you build up some speed, and then you sit on the back, and yeah, you can totally turn the trailer. It's pretty cool. I mean, it really pushes the MTS code to its limits. You can see the bouncing around, but once the bouncing is solved, I mean, this would be really cool. You can see if we're just cruising along and this trailer's totally sideways, and I can just bring it back around. I mean, that's just pretty cool. Oh, flung me off there. So yeah, that's the fire truck ladder trailer. It has a seat on the back. Killed a sheep. That's sacrilege. But yeah, so that's really neat. And I hope that one goes over well. And the final thing lays all the way in the back, so it involves this and this. We need a seat. And so this is something that I wanted to make ever since I first started plans. It's a flying car. So this uses the latest flight automation technology to ensure a safe and reliable flight. So you can see there's a bunch of computers everywhere. I mean, this is just state-of-the-art computeronic technology. So as you might expect, this is a vehicle. I mean, an air vehicle, so airplane. Technically, it's a blimp. So you just kind of hover up, and then you got to start up the engines. A little bit of throttle. All right. Oh, no, not quite. Come on. There we go. All right, so throttle is right here on the green, and you can see the computers are whizzing away, making sure we are flying stably. And yeah, you can just totally just fly around in your electronically controlled flying car. I mean, this is pretty dang cool. I mean, if I do say so myself. And so you can just fly around the flying car, and then, if you bring the throttle down to 0, it just pretty much stops really quickly. So yeah, once the throttle actually hits 0, you slow down pretty quick, and then yeah, you just go up and down. You can't turn while sitting, so you do have to have some forward momentum in order to turn. But yeah, it's a bona fide flying car. So I hope you enjoyed this update video. I hope you enjoy using these neat new vehicles I've added. The flying car doesn't turn very well. It's because of the darned code. But yeah, so this flying car has a large turning radius. But other than that, I mean, I hope you really enjoyed these this update video. I hope you enjoy using these vehicles, and I hope you enjoy flying around your city like it's 1999. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And if you want to access this stuff, okay, there we go. Yeah, MTS Code isn't a super big fan of the flying car when you're going too fast, but yeah. Let's see. Anyway, this is a great way to end a video. I'm just gonna kill myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see more content, I would like to thank you for 500 subscribers if you are subscribed. A big part of making a lot of this happen. And I will be making a subscriber special video. I just need to figure out exactly for it. So this is the rambling endings I always do. But yeah, a lot of new vehicles, a lot of new stuff. Don Bruce even extended the render distance for my airships, which is super nice. So vehicles you can see from far away. One little thing to note about trailers is once they become unloaded, they also become unhitched. So that's like a little bug that hopefully Don Bruce will work out. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you want to get early access to these vehicles, for example, this trailer system and that flying car have been out for a week. This tow truck has been out for like 2 weeks while I worked on the forklift and the snowmobile and the newer vehicles that I had. So I'm focusing more on bigger updates. But if you want to be able to have fun, with tow trucks or stuff really early on, right when I add them, you can go onto my Patreon page and make a pledge. So all my Patreons, which right now is 1, get early access to my packs. So every time I add something, I upload my packs to Dropbox, and you can download them. So right when I add this truck, like even right as I'm still testing it before I even make the icons, you can help me test it out, and you can just have fun towing vehicles around before anyone else. But that being said, all of this stuff is now completely public. You can download it on the curse page, which is also linked below, and have fun towing trailers and cars, and running impound schemes and flying cars that can't be towed, and having forklifts and snowmobiles and all sorts of wacky stuff that UNU comes up with. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you downloading my packs, subscribing to the channel. See you guys next time.